The Memphis Safe Task Force has made more than 800 arrests and nearly 2,500 traffic citations for some minor violations, and it's been almost 3 weeks since it launched. The increase in law enforcement comes with growing concern about being stopped by unmarked law enforcement vehicles. So, do you have to cooperate if an unmarked law enforcement vehicle attempts to pull you over? Let's verify. Heightened law enforcement activity across the country prompting safety and legal concerns from many people. Residents want to know if you have to cooperate if an unmarked police car pulls you over. Let's verify. Our sources are the City of Madison Police Department and Tennessee state law. Here's what we found. According to Alabama and Tennessee state law, you are required to comply with a traffic stop by an unmarked police vehicle, provided that the car displays proper emergency equipment. According to the City of Madison website, unmarked police cars are equipped with flashing lights, typically on the front of the car or on the upper windshield. They're also required to have sirens. The vehicles can be any make or model. While real unmarked police vehicles will display these warning lights, there are safety steps you can take if you are uncertain about a traffic stop. According to the Madison Police Department, if you're stopped by an unmarked vehicle, you should first acknowledge the officer by turning on your hazard lights, reducing your speed, and driving to the nearest well-lit area. If the officer is not in uniform, lock your door and roll your window down about an inch. Ask the officer to identify themselves with their badge or ID card. If you still have doubts, you can ask the officer to call for a marked police car to verify their identity. You can also call 911 directly to confirm the stop is legitimate. Once you verify it's a real officer, you are legally required to comply with their directions. Refusing to sign a citation or comply with a lawful order can result in additional charges and even your arrest. So we can verify that yes, you must comply with a traffic stop by an unmarked police vehicle if it has proper emergency lights and sirens, but you also have the right to verify the officer's legitimacy before fully complying with their commands. If you have something you want us to verify, text us at 256-382-2692.
When scrolling through costume sites like this one, you can see that adult costumes range anywhere from $400 to $25. You may want to look for cheaper outfits, but beware, there are some deals that are too good to be true. So let's verify. Our source is Juliana Rorick with the Charlotte Better Business Bureau and the National Retail Federation. According to the National Retail Federation, Halloween spending is expected to reach a record of $13 billion. As many are trying to find deals online, Rorick says be careful where you look.
Every holiday, it doesn't even matter what the holiday is. Scammers lurk out of the woodwork, but they live on social media. They love serving these ads.
You've probably seen those spooky good deals haunting your social media feed, offers that seem too good to be true. But there are ways to tell which ones are a real treat.
If there's images on that page, which of course there's going to be, reverse search on Google to see where else those images are appearing. And if the price seems too good to be true, it's probably because it is.
O'Rourke says check the website. Make sure it starts with HTTPS. Look for any misspellings or funky wording. There are also tools you can use to spot a scam. A rule of thumb is to always use a credit card because you can report fraud on that card. And if you're trying to save money, see what you already own.
Just look around your house to see what you might already have. Check a thrift store, get an idea and see how maybe you could build it, or even potentially swap costumes with a friend.
With your Verify, I'm Megan Bragg.
Drive down any neighborhood during the month of October and you'll find pumpkins, skeletons, witches, and spiders. But could your decorations do more than just scare trick-or-treaters? Could fake spiderweb decorations harm local wildlife? We verify. It's officially spooky season and fake spiderweb decorations are popping up on porches and in yards. It's all fun and festive, but some folks are questioning if it's a death trap for our friends in the wild like birds and other critters. So can fake spiderweb decorations be harmful to wildlife? Let's verify. Our sources are the Alabama Environmental Council, Wild Care Wildlife Hospital in California, and a peer-reviewed study published in Ecological Indicators. Some people assume these decorations are harmless since they're just temporary Halloween decor, but scientific research and wildlife experts say otherwise. A 2025 study in Ecological Indicators examined more than 500 bird nests and found that synthetic materials were present in 91% of them. 12% of nestlings became entangled in these materials, many dying from injuries like strangulation and limb loss.
The Alabama Environmental Council has taken to social media warning about the dangers of synthetic spider webs to local wildlife. WildCare Wildlife Hospital in California reports treating web-caught birds ranging from a pigeon to a larger owl. They say the synthetic material in fake spider webs sticks to birds' feathers, leading to injury. Wildlife experts recommend keeping these decorations indoors to protect animals during the Halloween season. So we can verify that yes, fake spiderweb decorations can be harmful to wildlife. Scientific studies and wildlife rehabilitation centers confirm these decorations can trap birds and other small animals.
Many of us are recyclers, and you might think the process is pretty straightforward. Just toss anything with that little triangular symbol into your blue bin, right? Well, it's not that simple. It actually depends on where you live, and tonight we verify why.
Recycling can be confusing, especially when you see that little recycling symbol on a product and assume it's good to go in your blue bin. But just because something has a recycling label doesn't mean your local facility can actually process it. So, are all items with the recycling label actually recyclable in North Alabama? Let's verify. Our sources are the Recycling Alliance of North Alabama and owner of Phoenix Glass Recycling in Madison County, Moriah Fordham. Here's what we found. Many people assume that if an item has a recycling symbol, it can go straight into their curbside recycling cart. But local recycling facilities have specific limitations. Moriah Fordham, the owner of a glass recycling service in Madison County, warned of a common phenomenon called wish cycling, when people hope an item is recyclable and toss it in the blue bin anyway with the recycle label on it or not. Fordham says doing that can sometimes be worse than putting the item in the trash because it could contaminate other recyclables. According to the Recycling Alliance of North Alabama, curbside recycling programs only accept specific items: metal cans, paper products, broken down cardboard, and narrow neck plastic bottles labeled number 1 and number 2. Items like plastic bags, pizza boxes, aerosol cans, and glass cannot go in the blue bins. So we can verify that no, not all items with the recycling label are actually recyclable in North Alabama's recycling program. The recycling symbol indicates an item can be recycled somewhere, but your local facility may not have the equipment to process it.
If you have something you want us to verify, text us at 256-382-2692.